Once again, you are welcome to my life today. You are welcome to my spiritual teaching today. Today, we have important thing to teach today. Today is a very great day. So, wherever you are streaming from, make sure you watch the live to the end. It's not gonna last much. The live is gonna take at least 15 minutes. Let's say I started 12. I started for 12 minutes after 12. I started 12 minutes after 12. And it's gonna end, I think the live is gonna end around 12:20 something. Around 12:20 something. So today, what we have to teach today is about deity. Today's message is an important message. It's an important message. Just pay attention. Make sure you stay. Or if you come across the live after it's been done, make sure you watch the video to the fullest. It's a video that is going to hold important message. So today's video is about deity. Deity. So we're about to teach about deity today. Deity. The word deity. The word deity means a supernatural being, a god that is divine in nature. A supernatural being that is divine in nature, that holds a lot, as in that unites, connects, and helps, where someone can find natural things, where someone can seek help, seek for wisdom, seek for help, seek for financial needs, and other natural problems. So that's what is the meaning of the word deity. But lots of people that have been Christianized, they are understanding the word deity as a satanic word, of which is not so. No. Anything that has to do with deity is something that is sacred, divine something. The word deity is seen as God or goddess that is divine in nature, that cares for its that cares for his or her territorial environment. Every territory has a deity that is in control of that territory, and that deity cares for his or her citizens, their welfare. He or she is the one protecting the individuals in that territory, care for them. So you that is watching me today, I don't know if you have one in your locality that because you are a Christian or Muslim, because you have been Christianized or Muslimized, you believe that your territorial deity is satanic. No. Your territorial deity is the God we are saying. Yes. That your territorial deity, you, out of your Christian orientation or Muslim orientation or your religious orientation, that is a foreign religion to your territory or to your native orientation or to your culture. You that believe that, you don't know what you're doing. Because that your territorial deity is the God you are seeing. Is being controlled by the controller of the whole universe, the Almighty God. So the God of your territory is your deity. Your territorial deity is the God of your territory. So don't underrate it. Don't ignore the laws. Keep the laws of your territorial deity. Some people, we have up to 4 deities in their territory. Some 5, some 3. Some will have a deity that is in control of their kindred. Some will have a deity that is in control of their village. Not even some. Any person that has a deity that is in control of their village must have a deity that is in control of their kindred, as well as a deity that is in control of their family. And uh, you may also have marine deity too. Marine deity, the one that lives in a river or sea or ocean or lake that is within your territory. Carlo, you're welcome. Nance, you're welcome. Welcome to my life. Share the life as you're getting the life. And make sure you watch the life to the fullest. So, the word deity. Lots of people have been ignoring their deity because of their religious orientation. Remember that religious orientation you are ignoring your deity because of. Remember, is a second religion to you in your life and your lineage. Remember that your territorial being, and that's your native way of worshiping that has to do with your deity, is your number one religion. That's your tradition, your traditional way of worshiping. Remember, is your number one religion before any other foreign religion. So try to keep your deity orientation. If you've not gone to your deity since you were born, maybe you were born out of your locality, please, as you're coming across my message, go to your home, trace your deity, go to your deity with a drink, cola, and the items that your deity used to demand someone coming to the deity. Go to that deity with those things and recognize the deity so that the deity will recognize you as well. So go and know your deity and recognize your deity so that your deity will recognize you as well. It will help you a lot in life to grow immensely in all your career. Yes. Stop being foolish by assuming that your deity is satanic. No. Stop being foolish out of such orientation you've come across. Stop being foolish out of such orientation you came across in your religion. So go and recognize your deity is my topic today. That's my main teaching today. And once you recognize your deity, it's going to help you a lot, excel very well in life. It's very simple as ABCD. So, are you experiencing glitches in your business, trouble in your life? You are a woman, you've gotten to the extent of marrying and no sign of husband coming, or you've gotten to that extent and men have been coming, but anyone that crosses their door when it comes to level of marriage, once the person comes to your father's land, the person will depart from you. The relationship will cut. You can never see the person again. Are you having problem like this? Are you having glitches in your business? You've opened up more than 30 businesses and no one was done properly and no one is still existing now. Are you a man, you are experiencing trouble in marriage, or are you experiencing problem in work? You have been looking for work you've not seen, or anywhere you work, they will start with. Go and recognize your territorial deity. Remember, every human being has village deity, kindred deity, family deity, and sometimes marriage deities as well. So go and recognize these four deities. Go and ask them how to perform rites in your territorial deities, not even one deities. Go to your village, trace your origin. If you've not came across my origin teaching, my teaching that says a lot about origin and tradition, please go and watch the teaching. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe and watch the teaching, or you go to my Facebook account and watch it, or you can still watch it here on TikTok. If you've not come across that, if you've not came across such teaching, if you've not came across all these my teachings are stipulated, try and watch them. Try to go and watch them. It's very important to watch them because they are linked to this deity I'm teaching about. So, if you know you are such a person I have said, just go and recognize your territorial deities. Anchor them, those sacrifices they used to anchor them. Recognize them, anchor them that respect. Touch their lands, touch those shrines. The only thing I will tell you not to do is if your deity is linked with satanic acts. That is immoral. That's where I will tell you not to recognize such deity and look for way out. Look for way to sort yourself out. Not allegation, not you had they are doing evil. No, it's lie. No, nothing like evil when it comes to deities, except some villages. Those villagers are no longer interested in their village deity, and certain group of people decided to use it to do evil among themselves, to practice some things that are immoral, except that. But every village deity is open. Such thing can never happen to any village. You can, if you want to go to your deity, you go there with the chief priest. You ask the chief priest the things recommended. You will provide there. You go there. Both of you will be there. Then you do the tradition how they used to do it. But in a case whereby you don't understand it, or you are from some areas that maybe religion has turned some things upside down, if you can trace the spot where that deity was located before, or if you can ask questions and get the spot where the deity was located, then you go there you ask questions about the things that they used to worship the deity. You go there with those items and stay at that spot and worship the deities. You make application of sciences like visualization, affirmation, intuition. Then those glitches you are having in your business, your marriage life, or your personal life, you will see them being disappeared after you've gone to those territorial days as I instructed. But if it's a territorial deity that has chief priests, first of all, if you are off from what is happening in your community, come back home. If you come back home, ask questions about your deities, how they used to go there, the things needed, then get those things. You go to the chief priest with those things. After asking questions about the deity, go to the chief priest and obtain the appropriate information from the chief priest. Then go and buy the things you will use for the rites you want to perform there to recognize the deity. After buying the things, you take them to the chief priest. Then the chief priest will tell you the laws and take you to the deity. Then try to observe the laws of your deities. It's very important. After that, you will see immense success and growth in your career. Lots of people are afraid of going to their village deities, saying it's evil, it's satanic out of their biblical orientation. Or some will tell you that their uncle is there, their uncle is going there, their uncle is using the deity to manipulate them. No, no deity will allow anybody to manipulate you being the citizen of that deity with that deity. No. All those things are elusive belief, fallacy. The only way the prayers your uncle that is a bad type to you or that is an enemy to your family, the only way that will make the prayers is going to be working for him on you, that makes you experience that kind of trouble, suspecting is him, is because you don't go to your deity, you don't recognize your deity, and that your uncle that is your enemy is recognizing that your deity, and you don't recognize your deity, and your deity is not with you. So that's the only problem you are having, nothing else. So, but from the very day you will start going to that your deity, to recognize that your deity, as well as your uncle is recognizing that your deity, whatever your uncle has done, that is not what was brought to the deity, because there are some certain bad works people will do to manipulate people. They won't bring those bad works to deity, to deity notice, because of the deity influence and the deity laws that will backfire on them. Because of the influence that will backfire on the deity influence that will backfire on them and the laws that will backfire to them, they won't bring such wicked acts to the notice of the deity, So once you get to your deity and start honoring your deity, recognizing your deity, and start worshiping your deity the way your forefathers worshipped the deity and the way your forefathers are doing it, once you step in your foot there and start the thing, whatever that your uncle that is your enemy or the enemy of your family has done on your head will turn back to him. The ones he did without the notice of the deity, and the prayers he made in the deity against you, those things will turn upside down. Those things will turn against you. Even if it's a woman, your stepmother, your auntie, whoever, relation, the very day that person you are suspecting that he or she is going to your village deity, therefore you are not going there, that deity is meant for evil people, you are deceiving yourself. It's misconception. You are misunderstanding the philosophical part of the world. So that very day you will step in there, you will notice this thing I've stipulated. If you are afraid of your deity, your uncle is going there, so your uncle has upper hand there. No, capital lie. You are also the citizen of that deity. The only thing that will make it look as if that your uncle has upper power more than you is because your uncle is recognizing your deity, or your auntie or your sister or a friend, whoever that is, that person that is battling you spiritually. The only thing that will make it look as if the person is having upper hand than you is because you've not been visiting the deity. You backed it. You backed it. Why will you back the deity? It's because you are backing the deity. You have not been recognizing the deity, and your uncle is recognizing the deity, and the deity will be protecting your uncle, financing your uncle in his activities, in his business activities and endeavors. Why yours will be left? Because you left it, abandoned the deity, left him. So this is why it's needed that you need to recognize your source. When you don't recognize your source will not recognize you. Let me tell you something you don't know. That your deity, you see, your forefathers must have had strong entanglements with that your deity you are saying you can never recognize the satanic, this, that. And let me tell you, you as an individual that is watching me today, you are automatically the product of that your deity you are running away, you are calling evil. And if that your deity is such evil you are calling that your deity, you wouldn't have come to existence. You wouldn't have came to this world if that your deity is evil. As your biblical orientation that is telling you to run away from that deity is telling you. Let me tell you how you are product of that deity automatically. During the ancient days, during the time there were no governments, there were no police, there was nothing like this governmental bonds, that restricts people from committing crime and from invading others and from harming others. During that time, in most of the world, in most parts of the world, during that time, what people used to cover themselves and protect themselves is deity, especially from this my African part of the world, from eastern part of Nigeria, from Igbo and from Igbo tribe. And I think the same thing is existing in many parts of the world. The same thing existed those days in many parts of the world, and it's still existing. Though government have taken over, so those things, what I am explaining now, those things don't exist now because the world has reached a stage of conduct. There is a moral conduct, there is a government conduct. So during those days, there was no conduct, government conduct. How there were no police, there were no force to arrest people, there were no court to charge people that commit crime. So during that time, how people survived was by going to their territorial deities. And that time things were very hard, not like now things are easy. How people survived then was to go to their deity. They go to their deity and ask deity for protection so that people that are stronger than them will not invade them or their land, because we survive by fittest, then. Survival of the fittest. We survive by the person that is strongest. So we are living by survival of the fittest as at then. So what people used to do is to go to their territorial deity and have agreement with their territorial deity. They will beg their territorial deity to protect them from the enemies, from the people that are stronger than them, not to collect their land or not to invade them or not to harm them. And they will ask their deity to give them children, good children. They will ask for good children, good protection. They will first of all ask for marriage, good children, good protection, and success. I'm talking of our forefathers. Then, after much, within some time, they've made the requests. The deity will start working out their requests gradually, according to the laws of the universe, according to the karmic laws of sowing and reaping. Their requests will be materializing. They will marry, start having children. They will bear you, that is watching me, that is foolishly believing in religious orientation that have told you to wear your deity that is satanic. They will born you, born people. Those people will still born, even though you were not born there, it was their forefathers. Your forefathers will still born your great-grandfather. Your great-grandfather will born your grandfather. Your grandfather will born your father. Your father will born you. that is worshiping me, that is believing that that deity is satanic. It's that deity that has contributed to your existence today. And mind you, if you like, believe. If you like, don't believe. That your deity is in, is doing it under the control of the supreme God. That your deity is in direct contact with the supreme God, because you are not seeing the supreme God. You don't even know the supreme God. The theory of supreme God just works like CEO of a company and his board of directors and his workers. Most of the people working for some successful businessmen don't even know the men one-on-one. They have not even met the men they are working for one-on-one. For instance, someone that is working for Elon Musk as a staff may not have met him one-on-one. The person may not know him one-on-one. The only thing that will make the person to know him is just to be seeing him on social media. But when it comes to meeting him one-on-one, most of them have not met them one-on-one. You don't have that access. But his directors have the access. He used to call them meeting, and he works with them. Anything that is not proper, he called this director in charge of here. Do you think God, with all the whole things he created on earth, that is communicating with everybody one by one, one by one? No. They are deities. They are gods. Only that we have supreme God. Supreme God work with his gods, just like his directors, just like CEOs, directors. So you that is watching me, what I've just told you is how you came to origination. And now, out of your religious mentality, welcome, my brother. Out of your religious mentality, you are now taking your deity as satanic something. The source that emanated, the source that brought you into the world. So that's why most of the people, their problem in life is just probably when their mother was pregnant, maybe there were problems along the system, and their mother or their father took them to their deity and begged them for the child to come to this world safely without dying. Probably what might have brought the problem may be a kind of sickness with the mother, and people are predicting that the mother will not born the child, or the child will not survive if they born the child, or maybe prophets and prophetess are giving message that the child will die also. They will go to deity, send that goat or some sacrifice and ask for protection of the child and wait delivery of the child. Then at a time, after all this, you will be delivered into this world. And probably the day they were making the sacrifice, they promised a goat they will give to the deity if you will be born safely. And at the end of the day, you've been born safely. And probably your parents were incompetent of accomplishing the promise then or so. Or maybe they've forgotten, So at the end of the day, you when you grow up, the deity will be frustrating you. For you, some deities do like that, to come and accomplish the promise. So a problem like this is not a problem you will be going this prayer ground to another prayer ground. It can never solve it. Automatically, you are a product of that deity. You must go to that deity and kill that promised goat. That's the only thing that will free you. And most people don't even know. So it's good you ask questions about your tradition. Ask questions about your deity. Ask questions how you came to origination. Ask questions about your death. If you are experiencing a certain problem in your life, you don't know how it started and the end. You don't even know the cause. Ask questions about your origination, how you came to this world. Ask questions about your birth. Ask your mother, how did she born you? Did she go to any deity when she was looking for husband? Did she go to any deity when she was looking for husband? Did she go to any deity when she was looking for child? Lots of women and lots of men do go to deity and ask for child or to ask for child when they are looking for child. Most of them that are looking for male children will go to deity and ask for male child when they are looking for child, and most will go to deity and ask for female children. Most of them that are looking for female child will go to deity and ask for female child. At the end of the day, the child will come, and some of them will not even reward the deity. Some of them will even promise something they will not even do. Some parents, at the end of the day, they will leave the child. It will be frustrating the child. So any child that comes through this is automatically the product of that deity. Why are you wasting your time jumping from this prayer ground to this prayer ground, throwing your money, spending your money unnecessarily, and your problem will be doubling? Trace your origin. Ask questions about your debt. If you have problem like this, buy the goat by yourself. Go to the deity and recognize the deity. You will be free. Yes. Yes. If you are having problem like this, go and solve it. You will be free. Then there is another thing I want to teach about this deity. This thing is very, very important. When going to deity, be very careful of the word promise. Do not promise a deity what you can never do. Whatever you know, a promise you know you can never actualize, do not make it when going to deity. Being your deity or external deity or any deity, do not promise what you cannot fulfill. And as you are watching me, you know you made a promise to a deity, a certain deity far back, or you are a parent, you have a child, you went to a deity far back and make promise like this kind of promise I've said. Go and fulfill the promise you made during the time you were looking for child, or during the time you were looking for husband or wife. If you know you are a parent, you are watching me, go and fulfill any promise you made for your child to be free, so that your child will not be frustrated. Chika, you are welcome. So if you know you are a parent or you are parents watching me now, go and fulfill any promise you make on the head of any child you born. Maybe when you were looking for the child, you went to your deity and asked for child, or asked for money or fame, or whatever you know you have that is a promise you made to your deity. Go and fulfill it. If your wife is having problem with delivery, you quickly run to a certain deity and ask for safe delivery, and child was delivered. Probably you might have promised goods, you never tender till now. Go and tender it for your way to this mood, and for that your child to be free. If you know you are watching me, you are experiencing all these glitches in business, marriage, and all that, all the things that related, ask questions about your debts. Asking questions about your debt will help you a lot. That's why my topic, origin. If you've not watched it, go to my account and watch it. My YouTube account or Facebook account or this account, LosCC1K. Just type LosCC1K on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok and watch that topic. So it's good you know your origin. If you are having a kind of problem that is like this, it's only that your origin that will solve it. You ask your mother questions. If your mother is dead, ask someone that is related to your mother that knows your history. The person will tell you, so that you will know where to go to solve your problem. So the word promise, remember I said, when going to any deity, as I've talked about deity, how you can go to your deity, remember not to make use of promise you cannot fulfill in the face of any deity you are going to, be it your deity or another deity. Do not promise something you know you cannot fulfill. And any promise you make in any deity, make sure you fulfill the promise. And if you know in your life you've gone to many deities or a certain deity or some deities and made promise you did not fulfill up till today due to circumstances of life, try as much as possible now you've come across this information to go and fulfill that promise so that you will be free. Listen, let me tell you that is watching me now how chain of promise works. in deity and how it can harm you, and how it can reduce you from 5% or 50% you were when you went to that date just to get to 100% to 0%. If you go to a certain deity, probably you are looking for a wife, and that's your only problem that took you to the date. Financially, you are okay. Protectively, you are okay. You went there just for a wife. You promised a goat, bear, or fowl, or cow. Probably there is a certain lady that is on your mind to marry, and you ask for that person, or a certain type you want in your life, and you ask for certain type, and at the end of the day, the thing you ask there, and probably you make a promise of fowl or goat or cow, as I said. At the end of the day, the whole thing played out exactly the way you requested for it, exactly the way you requested that the thing should go. It's come to materialize that way at the end of the day. And you did not fulfill the promise of killing the thing you've promised, and the deity has fulfilled what you requested for, but you've not fulfilled what you promised. Now, this is how it works. When problem will come into your life, the deity will come to make you realize what you promised that you didn't do. The deity will come with frustration that may lead you to losing your financial status, your financial source, your protective status, and your protective source, and also lose that marriage. You will lose everything and come to zero, from 50% you were before, or 10% or any percent you were before, to 0%. That's how it works. So do not promise what you cannot fulfill to any date. It's better you do not make promise in a deity than to promise and you did not fulfill it. It's better you didn't make any promise. So when going to any deity, being it your territorial deity or any deity, do not promise what you cannot fulfill. Yes. Another thing I want to teach, add to this deity. This is supposed to be a separate teaching, but this deity part is going to have part 2. But let it be. Let me attach that. Another thing I want to teach today is your grandfather or your great grandfather that is late is also serving as your deity. Ancestors are deities. So your grandfather or your great grandfather or your great grandfather or your forefather, you can trace according to history, is still serving as your God. You know, honor him. If you can get his statue, create his statue. Call the people that mold statue to mold him. Your grandfather or your great grandfather that was great in life. Get people that mold something to mold him. Honor him. Just like as you are honoring Jesus Christ, Muhammad, and so forth in your Christian and Muslim religion. Honor him like that. Create an altar with his image. Honor him. He is also serving as your God. You can see. This is my great grandfather, King Nwokeji Bakuku of Akuma. He died in 1933. He started ruling Akuma 1931. Until today, his children are still ruling Akuma. So why won't I recognize him as my God in a very heavy way? This is him in this my office. You can see my office. You see him? You see my grandfather? You see my grandfather? This is my grandfather. This is my grandfather. The direct son of King Nwokeji Bakuku. I modeled him. This is my grandfather's first son. This my grandfather was seniored by this one. This my grandfather is Alexander Mokeji. He was a teacher. He was a headmaster when during his time on earth. And this one was a native doctor. It's a Joseph Nwokeji, High Chief Joseph Nwokeji. He was also a native doctor. He took over my grandfather's career. This one is my grandfather's second son, Eze Francis Nwokeji. He was also a king. He took over the throne after the death of my great-grandfather, who was Nwokeji. This one is Eze Ezekiel Nwokeji. He was our third king. He took over the crown after Francis Nwokeji, after the leadership of Eze Francis Nwokeji. After the leadership of King Francis Nwokeji, King Ezekiel Nwokeji took over the crown. This is His Royal Highness Eze Dr. Ezekiel Nwokeji. Eze Dr. Ezekiel Nwokeji. That Eze means king. His Royal Highness King Dr. Ezekiel Nwokeji. Now this one is King Fridolin Nwokeji. His Royal Highness Eze King Engineer Fridolin Nwokeji. He's our fourth king. He also took over the crown after this one. So you see how I recognized all of them. All these my ancestors. These are my products, my herbal products. You see how I recognize all of them. I made an altar. I created an altar in my office with them because they are my first gods. You know? So you need to create something like that in your life. If you are having ancestral problem or a kind of spiritual territorial problem, you need to create something like this so that your deity and your ancestors will be in peace with you, so that they will also recognize you as you've recognized them. You will see the open doors once you do it. I think I have to rest my teaching here today. Once again, I'm Lord Sisi Nwokeji by name, CEO Lord Sisi Nwokeji, African Root International Limited. This is the roots. Are you having problem of infection? We are having gonorrhea, syphilis, or you have arthritis, or you have sugar problem, or you have a sexual erectile problem, such as low erection, quick ejaculation. Any problem? Are you having problems like this? You can call me on 081-083-56821 or +234-81-083-56821, or call me on 090-120-87541, or call me on +234-81, or call me on +234-90-120-87541. That's my WhatsApp number too. You can call me or chat me on WhatsApp from any part of the world. If you are interested in these great roots, it cures a lot. This is pure African roots that cures a lot. This root cures a lot. I designed it for total cure. It's root that is inside the rubber. It's root that was packed inside. Then with drink, with hot spirit drink. So if you are ordering for the road, probably you are ordering from outside Nigeria, what I will send for you is going to be roots. It's not going to have a drink inside. If you buy, you put drink by yourself. The root cures the infection very well. I designed it for total cure. The root that is being packed here, by the time you will finish this and soak another one, and soak another one, and soak another one, it will cure anything you are taking it for. It will cure it. Because it's designed in such a way you will take it up to 2 months. You know, it will make you to be urinating frequently when you are drinking it, and it will make you feel hungry. When you are taking it. It doesn't have effects. The only effect is that if you take it much, the dosage is too short, morning too short, night. But if you take it up to 3 shots, it may make you feel dizzy, a little bit dizzy. But there are some people it won't make to feel dizzy. They can take up to 3 shots. But the normal dosage is 2 shot morning, 2 shot night. It's written on the sticker. It's written here. You can see it. So you can call me for that. I also have a music I sang that was distributed by DistroKid. My album is Life Lessons Expression. It's titled Life Lessons Expression by Lord C.C. Mokage. I have 3 tracks there: Stars of My Love, uh, Sexy Ladies in the Party, Never Gonna Be the Same. That's the 3 tracks I'm having in my first album that was distributed by DistroKid. You can go to any streaming platform. It's in all streaming platforms right now. It's in YouTube, it's in Spotify, it's in Apple Music, it's in iTunes, it's in Arami, it's in Boomplay, almost the whole streaming platforms. You can go anywhere and view and download it if you want to download it. Never forget, I am Lord Sisimoke, CEO Lord Sisimoke, the African Root International Limited from Oru East Local Government, or Listening Area Zone. You can call me or chat me up if you have spiritual problem you want me to solve for you. You can call me anytime or chat me up. I'm always there to serve the souls. I'm always there to heal and serve people and help people. Thanks a lot for listening. I have to end the live now.